Hey, nerdy sports fan. We're into week 14 NFL action and fantasy football playoffs, baby. That's right. So, most leagues are going to start the playoffs in week 14, end them in week 16 because nobody wants to deal with the last week of the season when there's so many players being benched in order to keep them healthy for the playoffs. So, this is week 1 of the playoffs, baby. This week we got Titans going up against the Oakland Raiders. Lots of fantasy implications, especially considering we're in the playoffs. So let's dig into it. We've got the Titans on a bit of a roll. They're 7-5 now. They've been winning with Tannehill. Raiders lost to the Jets recently. About what I'm going to say there. The Raiders disappointed the heck out of me. They really did. They should have done better against the Chiefs. They just got lumped up on by the Chiefs. And they lost to the Jets. Did I remember to tell you that? God, that was bad. Anyways, Tennessee with Derrick Henry is just going to run all over Oakland. But that's not the end of the story. You're in the fantasy football playoffs. You need to have rosters set for just these 3 weeks. I don't care about name recognition. I care about scheme. I care about matchup. Okay? Ryan Tannehill will be a start in this game if somebody's got the stones for it. He has been putting up solid numbers since he got put in. This is the exact kind of defense you want to go up against if you want to put up numbers as a fantasy football quarterback. Tannehill is a top 10 QB this week with this matchup. Go ahead and win your fantasy league by making the kind of moves like that. That's what it is. It's ignoring name recognition. It's ignoring what your league says the averages are going to be. Attacking the matchups and making a gamble. Ryan Tannehill's that kind of play. Austin Humphreys is that kind of play. Obviously, Derrick Henry's an every week mandatory start, but he's going to go off in this game. Jacobs is still a very worthy start on the Oakland side. Everybody else I shy away from. Everybody else. Start the Titans D. Titans D is going to manhandle the Raiders this week. So, Titans in this game are 2.5 point favorites. That's only because the Raiders are at home. That home field advantage is getting worse and worse and worse because they're getting closer and closer to Vegas and further out of the playoff race. They need to win games in order to stay in the race. They're just barely hanging on. Titans are in the thick of that race, trending in the right direction. Titans take control of the race for the final playoff seat by winning this game. Oakland gets all but eliminated from playoff contention after this. So, if there are going to be changes made, they're going to come soon. It's going to be roster. It's not going to be coaches, but this is where we find out how much Jon Gruden likes Derek Carr. Derek Carr has given him every reason to stick to the guy. But Jon Gruden is a finicky man when it comes to quarterback. Carr might get benched. If you see Carr get benched as soon as they are out of contention, that's writing on the wall. They're going after a QB in the draft because Jon Gruden has very specific things he wants, and he has a very, very high standard for a veteran quarterback, which is how you're gauging Derek Carr right now. Anyways, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit me up in the comments with what you think is going to happen. Again, I have Tennessee winning this going away. Tannehill and Humphreys need to be considered for your fantasy football playoff starts. And Jacobs is the only worthwhile start for the Oakland Raiders. Sorry, Oakland fans. The end of the season is not going to be anywhere near as fun as the beginning was. And you're going to lose your team after this year without having seen the playoffs again. I really am sorry, Oakland fans. You didn't deserve this. Hit up my power ranking videos and the Fantasy Football Primer videos for more info on that.